Have you ever imagined an Apache attack helicopter worth tens of millions of dollars, wrapped in heavy armor, packed with radar, infrared sensors, a 30mm cannon, and precision-guided missiles, still having to fear a single soldier on the ground holding a tiny launcher that weighs barely 15 kilograms? It sounds unreal, but on the modern battlefield, it's the truth. Today, we're going to uncover why such a small weapon can flip the entire course of a fight, and why attack helicopters, no matter how powerful they are, sometimes have no choice but to run when a MANPADS locks onto them. Let's rewind to the 1970s and 1980s, a time when attack helicopters ruled the battlefield. They flew low, weaving through terrain, striking without warning. They'd pop up, unleash rockets and missiles, then vanish before the enemy even knew what happened. Pilots from that era often said, "Flying a helicopter felt like absolute power. You were the eyes and the hands of an entire army in the sky." But everything changed the moment a small, inexpensive weapon appeared on the scene. MANPADS, the shoulder-fired anti-air missile. MANPADS are simple weapons, but incredibly deadly. Famous systems like the American Stinger, the Russian Igla, or China's FN-6 don't try to punch through armor. They go straight for the helicopter's engines. And a helicopter engine running at full power, it burns hotter than 1,000 degrees Celsius, the perfect target. What makes it even more terrifying is the price. A MANPADS can cost less than a high-end smartphone, yet it can destroy a multi-million-dollar helicopter in just a few seconds. Many pilots describe the moment an infrared missile locks onto their aircraft as a split second where your heart just stops. You might think that helicopters, covered in armor, equipped with radar, infrared sensors, and all kinds of high-tech defenses, would be safe. But the truth is, MANPADS are incredibly hard to detect. They're small, almost invisible to radar, launched from close range, and often fired from angles helicopters aren't prepared for. A soldier can hide behind terrain, behind a building, even behind a single boulder. Wait for the engine to line up in his sights, and pull the trigger. In just a few seconds, a pilot's fate can be sealed. Pilots have a name for MANPADS: the silent killer. No loud launch, no obvious trail in the sky, and by the time the infrared warning alarm goes off, it's usually already too late. Even modern Apaches or Hinds have to fly low, hide behind terrain, or rely on scout drones just to stay safe. Because on the battlefield, a single soldier, standing in the right place at the right moment, can change the entire outcome of a fight. Pilots face a deadly race every time they take off. Fly too low and they become an easy target. Fly too high and their attack effectiveness drops. Fly fast and they might outrun a missile, but infrared sensors can still track them. A helicopter's engine is a massive heat source, glowing bright in the infrared spectrum, and a MANPADS can lock onto that signature in just a few seconds. This is a tense, unforgiving battle, a clash between pilot skill, aircraft technology, and a small missile that can end everything in an instant. Defensive systems can help. Flares to fool infrared seekers, heat decoys to create false targets, laser warning receivers, and infrared jamming equipment. But MANPADS technology doesn't stand still. Newer models can track targets across multiple infrared bands, resist flare deception, and strike from angles pilots don't expect. It's an endless race, a duel between shield and sword, between aircraft and missile, a battle with no true finish line. Today, attack helicopters have been forced to evolve their tactics. They fly low, hide behind terrain, rely on scout drones, strike from long range with guided missiles, and move in coordinated formations just to stay alive. Even the newest Apache models can never let their guard down, because all it takes is one soldier in the right place at the right moment to change the outcome of an entire battle. And that's why attack helicopters, no matter how modern or powerful, still fear a tiny weapon like the MANPADS, the silent killer. It's a lesson every pilot understands. Air superiority doesn't mean invincibility. Even the most advanced helicopter in the world must confront a threat that looks small, but can decide life or death in an instant. What do you think about MANPADS? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.